Welcome to the Cocoa Cafe, your one-stop shop for Black media, spirituality, and culture. Today we are at Mahogany Beauty Supply Store and shop with the owner, Miss Kimberly Seals. She is right here in the heart of Houston, Texas, and today we're going to get to know more about her business as well as her as an entrepreneur. So welcome to the podcast.
Hi, how are you, beautiful?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm doing really good, thank you.
That's good. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your business here.
Sure thing. Well, like you said, I'm Kimberly Seals. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, born and bred. So proud of that.
I love that.
Yeah, then from Port Arthur, Golden Triangle area. Finished from Lamar University, undergrad, and Prairie View A&M grad.
Oh, I didn't know you went to Prairie View.
For grad school.
Okay.
And everything in my background is criminal justice or social work.
Oh, wow.
And so it's in me to be a counselor or to be a helper or provide a service to whomever that's in my reach.
And that's right on brand for the beauty industry.
Exactly.
A lot of people wouldn't make that connection.
Ironically, the things that I've done my entire life, my entire professional life and personally, I've been able to implement in this whole transition, in this new journey that I'm on. I'm able to help people, and I'm particularly proud of the fact that I have a connection with the elderly people. So I'm able to connect with them on a level that I didn't even see coming.
Is that something that's close to your heart, helping our seniors?
It is, because my mom lived with me. We moved her here from Port Arthur. Okay. It was like pulling teeth, but we got her here because she was getting up in age. Right?
Did she have her own house?
She did.
Sometimes that's
the thing, and it was an adjustment. She did not. She went kicking and screaming. Okay. And so so she came here and she's lived with me for 10 years prior to her passing. Oh, wow. But I had to. Rest in peace. Yes, absolutely. Karen May Seals, Port Arthur, Texas. Yeah. Yes, that's my girl. Medea, aka Medea. Yeah, she's my Medea. So at any rate, she lived with me, and I was responsible for a lot of things as far as her caregiving. You know what I mean? So it was more than just making sure she had her meds. It was making sure she was on point.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And so I took pride in that. And the beautiful thing about my mom is that she did not dress her age. Okay. Now, I didn't mean that she was loosey-goosey. I mean, but she appreciated the fashion. So if she looked good in it and she could pull it off, she would wear it. She was open to that.
You know, I appreciate that. I feel like, I hope I still have some sort of style and grace about myself, even in older age.
Yeah, don't ever lose
that
version. That chutzpah. Is what Jewish people call chutzpah. Yeah, that's what you do. You want to have that kind of energy forever. Yeah. You know, be comfortable in your skin, know what you like, know what you don't like. And so in taking care of my mom, and oftentimes her friends doing their hair, or my aunts or whatever, I realized I had like a kinship with a particular demographic. And so when they come in, I purposely navigate towards the elderly because I just think that I'm able to relate to them because of the experiences that I've had. Okay. And my mom had me and my younger brother up in life, so she we kind of only really knew that version of her. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So again, that's my personal favorite as far as servicing this community, the seniors. Yeah.
And do the seniors, when they come in, do they get any sort of special discount?
They do.
Or anything?
I love this. Is the thing. Tuesday is my senior citizen day, right?
Tuesday. Senior citizen day.
And
remember
it's funny because it's 55 plus. And people might say 55, that's kind of young, but...
Oh, that's my mom.
Yeah, But I mean, and I don't want to call us seniors, but maybe I'll change it to mature. But that's the day. But if it's an elderly person, on any given day, I'll give them at least 10%. Wow. So I make it a day, their day is Tuesday. But if they come in, I often give them a discount because I know that they're on a fixed income oftentimes. Yeah. And it's an adjustment. We probably established a rapport. Yeah. And so you know what I mean? I learned a little bit about them. Yeah. And so with that comes a giving, a service, and I feel like on behalf of my mother and anybody who's like her, I tend to just cater to them in that way.
I love that. That's so inspiring. Look at you inspiring me straight off the jump.
Let me tell you something. Old people rock.
They do.
They do.
They really
Senior
do.
People, they do.
Yeah.
If I would have just paid attention to a lot of things that came with people telling me different things when I was younger, I would be so far ahead in life.
Yeah.
And that's just my advice to you and your
red on the camera.
Yeah, exactly. If anybody is really trying to give you some knowledge and they're like north of 40, 50,
okay,
take it.
Okay.
They're just trying to save you a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of pain. And I would be, if I had to do it over again, I would have stopped and pumped my brakes and like, you know what?
You would have listened.
I'd have listened. Yeah.
So I have a question. Anyway. So you're dropping so many gems.
I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I know.
I love it.
Okay.
But I have a question. So I think it's interesting that you started off with criminal justice and social work background.
Yeah.
So how did you make that pivot from that to the beauty industry?
And it's crazy too, because originally my mom wanted me to be a nurse so bad, a nurse or a teacher.
Okay.
She wanted me to have a job that was gonna be there, right? So, and I just didn't like it. So I took a criminal justice class as an elective and fell in love. Because I love history, I love things that have to do with a storyline. And oftentimes the people that I serviced in the criminal justice field, oftentimes they were there is a story behind how they got there.
That's very true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't just wake up one day criminal minded.
Yeah.
But yet and still, it's weird that it's along those lines, but it's still providing a service to a particular demographic. It was the someone who broke the law.
Okay.
I don't want to say criminal mind. Yeah, no. I was actually going to say criminal mind because I believe we all make mistakes, and you should not be defined by a mistake. So I believe that if you're providing a service, it doesn't matter under what, area it is, it's still servicing someone else. So essentially that's what it was, just basically just something that I noticed that me and my mom would do, and I didn't even see it coming, to be honest with you, because I always thought I would either, when I retire, because I worked for the government for almost 25 years.
You worked for you were the feds?
I was with the feds. I was a federal probation officer for 25 years, and for the state, I was a probation officer for 5 years.
Wow.
I was a correction officer.
You were a correction
yes.
You seem so nice and friendly.
Yes, a girl. It depends on no joking. But it's weird how that whole journey and I pivoted towards here. And I kid you not, every experience that I had got me here. And even though they're so different, they're different spectrums. I have a friend, she always said, she used to tell me this all the time, Kim, we are people. We service the people. Yeah. And I used to say, you know what, she's right, we service the people. And
that's true.
And in any frame that you do it in, be it beauty, be it as a administrator, whatever it is, if you servicing somebody else, then you can navigate it to something else. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
No, I agree.
Okay, yeah.
I'm the queen of pivoting.
Yeah, okay.
So,
it is a pivot. Yeah.
And I think that, a lot of industries are more interconnected than we think
they are.
Because you have to apply the same skills
the same
everywhere sometimes.
Yes, because it's all about professionalism.
Yes.
It's about knowing your craft. It's about a work ethic. Right? Yeah. So if you apply it to wherever it is that you're going, some things just don't change. The blueprint will not change.
I agree.
Your audience might. Yeah. But your blueprint doesn't change. So anyway, with that said, criminal justice 35 years.
Wow.
But one thing.
Were you ever a cop?
Oh no, God,
no.
No, I wasn't.
Shout out to all cops.
Yes, and it's
just curious.
But yeah, we'll circle that wagon. But I do have a story about that. I mean, something to say about cops, but law enforcement minded. Yeah, has always been my thing, and it's weird because I just wanted. But what got me away from it, the older I got it, the longer I stayed in it. To me, the dynamics, the whole reason why I got into it, changed. I want to help people, but when you in it now, and everything's about stats and and you're not, in my opinion, you're getting away from what your client actually needed.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean, as opposed to covering your ass. It got to be a situation where you're covering your ass. Yeah. And I was like, okay, but I need to spend more time on this. Yeah, but did you do this for the stats? Yeah. Right? And so when it became more like that, to me, it became more of an undertaking. Okay. And I didn't want it to be a job. I wanted it to be something that I did for a living. But I enjoyed, and it just didn't get to be anything that I took pleasure in anymore because I think we got away from the person, the people. Yeah. And so the good thing about being a beauty supply store owner and a salon owner is that at the end of the day, their services are needed. You cater to them. You're not compromising. You're not trying to convince them to do something that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
You're trying to just make them comfortable and make them realize that they're beautiful already.
Yes.
We're just enhancing your beauty.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want. What, like your gentleman told me, he said, what is it, the vision that you have? What is it that you're trying to create here?
Well, what is well, if you could like put your vision into like a couple of words, what is your vision for Mahogany Beauty?
Maybe comfort.
Comfort, yeah. I will say, if you walk in here, like, you automatically feel comfortable.
I hope
so. And I'll be honest, I love all things beauty. I'm not in the beauty industry, but I just like it.
Yeah, if you're a girly girl, how can you not?
And it's funny because I used to be a tomboy.
Really? I don't see that at all.
I used to be a tomboy. Like, if my mom watches this, she'll tell you, like,
she'll know.
Middle school, high school, I was really a tomboy. But I was always into beauty and fashion.
Right.
Because I was, if you ever see Soul Food, you know how the little boy is always in the shop?
Yeah.
I was a shop kid.
Okay, so you knew the background.
A little bit, yeah. Especially like early 2000s.
Yeah.
My auntie actually did hair for a while.
Too.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Port Arthur. Yeah,
my auntie back in Chicago.
Okay.
So I saw, and she did hair in her kitchen, and she worked in the shop. So I think when you're around that environment and you're a little girl, and Chicago is one of those cities, Houston as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like hair is everything. Hair, fashion is everything.
Makeup.
It doesn't matter how rich or poor you are. Hair is everything.
I'm glad you said that, because that's the beauty of a beauty supply store.
Yes,
is that you can have beauty on a budget. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so I grew up too. My aunt used to be a hairstylist, so I understand the mindset that comes with getting people in, getting them church ready.
Yes.
Church
ready, school
let me tell you something.
ready.
And it's a southern thing, I think, too. I mean, not to take anything from Chicago.
No, Chicago people are country.
Yeah, okay.
All of my grandparents are from Mississippi. It's a running joke.
That is true. You know what? That's true.
Yeah.
But one thing I know, somewhere in the South, we gonna figure out how to get our hair done.
Yes.
We're gonna figure out
how
to make a particular thing happen. And you said she worked in the kitchen. We call them kitchen beauticians.
Kitchen beautician.
Yes. So that's
I know the girls like stylists now, but kitchen beautician.
I'm not talking about the stylists, but even though they have an affection and we serve them too. But I'm talking about the ones who might not necessarily have the funds to always get the look that they want. So they YouTube it.
Yes.
My niece, baby. She is a YouTube queen, and if she can see it in a tutorial, she's gonna make it happen. I'm so impressed with how she's able to do that.
That's how I am. I feel like I'm very YouTube University. Yeah. I feel like YouTube would teach you anything, but I do have that kind of background. And my mom, she didn't really know how to do hair.
Right. Okay.
My mom was a great mom, but that was like her one thing, hair and cooking.
My mom,
So like if she had any sort of little money, because back then you can get your hair done for $50. It's different now, but.
That's the good old days.
Yeah, so if she would get extra money, like I would still be in the shop all day, all day. So I have that foundation, but YouTube, yes, and then you put that together, it's perfect.
It's perfect. The audience is there. People want to know. People want to look good.
Yes, people want. If you look good, you feel good.
And the best compliment that I've received so far since I've been open is that people say, "I like to come to your store because it makes me feel pretty."
Yes.
I thought she said,
that's
I love coming.
Perfect compliment.
Yeah, she said, I love coming here because I feel pretty when I come in here.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that that's basically what I was trying to get. That's basically what I was going for.
Yeah.
Trying to make people comfortable in their own skin.
Yeah.
Having the resources to be able to afford the hair, the makeup, the things that it takes to be beautiful, and be comfortable knowing that you look good wherever you're going, be it to church, be it to work, be it to a function. A lady came here the other day. She was literally on her way to a function, to something with a play. And she literally, from top to bottom, she had her outfit. It was a jumpsuit. But she literally came in here. She got the wig. We did her lashes. We got her makeup. We got her beat up real nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was able to change and got her press-on nails here. I mean, she literally was a shell.
So you all do makeup services here?
Well, I can.
So, okay.
I can. And I feel, again, this is another part where I tend to prefer older ladies to do it, because these younger ladies are just phenomenal. Yeah. And I'm not taking anything away from my ability to do makeup. I just know that oftentimes they want to have a little extra flash that I might not be necessarily comfortable in.
No, I think her makeup looks great too, by the way.
But I do have my friend Allison. She comes in often.
Okay.
And she is a makeup artist. She's an excellent makeup artist, actually. Yeah. And so if I know in advance that you need something, I'll call. Hey, Ms. Allison, could you come here and take care of this young lady, because I think she might need something a little bit more skilled than what I'm going to do.
Gotcha.
But if it's an older person who just really, you could tell that they're beautiful, and they might be self-conscious in applying this, or understanding what all is involved with the foundation and things of that nature. Because what I've learned about makeup is that you can pretty much wear almost any color. You got to get that foundation right.
The foundation, yes,
you know,
that liner, or whatever.
Yes, the lipstick, because we have I have a red undertone. You have like a yellow hue.
Yes,
you get that undertone,
yellow.
And so it doesn't matter how dark you are. If you get that tone correct, that makeup after that is stellar.
So you just brought me to another question. You know, we kind of talked about this off camera, is, you know, no shade at all, but a lot of our beauty industry is owned by the Asian community. How important do you think it is to have, you know, Black beauty business owners in the community? Because I think what you said too about like even knowing tones is like part of those nuances of being like a Black girl in the beauty industry.
And you know, I and again, there's no shade, because I do have friends who are Asian and they own the store. So I have a few people that I actually have kind of been like a little mentor to me.
Oh, wow.
In terms of the business side. Yeah. But the personal side, the main ingredient that got me involved is my ability to understand us.
Yes.
Understand brown people. Because I it's like, again, I want people to be comfortable. And I don't want them to feel like I ask people all the time before I get permission, can I touch your hair?
Yeah.
And you know, oftentimes that's taboo.
Yeah.
Black women don't want you. Don't come here. I'm not a puppy. Don't touch my hair.
Yeah.
But I'm able to get, if you're coming in and you're asking for a particular thing, oftentimes I ask you, can I touch your hair? Because I don't want to refer you to a particular product because it's popular on Instagram. Yeah. Somebody, an influencer did it. Yeah. I sincerely want to know understand your texture. What it is that you're trying to accomplish, and then make a referral. You're gonna get what you want, but what I think or a recommendation rather. Yeah. I'll tell you, by my ability to feel your hair, or even my our stylist Fran, she will look at your hair and she'll give a consultation actually, because she provides hair services. Yes. But for the most part, that's I think a luxury that I have, a benefit that I have, that I'm able to get that close and upon you to see your hue.
Yes.
To see your texture.
I think that's part of the comfort.
Yeah, it's a comfort. Too. And it's nothing against anybody else, but oftentimes people don't understand us. Yeah. And so sometimes we feel like standoffish. Yeah. And I remember a particular episode with us being a beauty supply with my mom, and she always, Kim, I need you to come with me. Can you come with me? Yeah. Because she knew that I'm going to be able to articulate to the owner, who was not Black, what we were trying to do, what we need. And unfortunately, they might have what you need, but they can't tell you anything past that. Yes. In terms of application, in terms of, is it really a good fit? Is it going to moisturize your hair? Is it going to dry your hair? Is it going to, what is it that you're trying to do? Are you trying to dread? Are you trying to, whatever it is, are you natural? Are you relaxing? It's certain things that you have to know about what it is. Is your hair thinning? Are you taking medication? That's a big question I ask my elderly people, because you'd be surprised with whatever age you are, but oftentimes older people, they're taking medication, and you need to know that, because they need to understand that oftentimes the medication causes your hair to shed. You're not doing anything, it might not be the brand, it might be a perfect brand for you, but be mindful that if you're taking something, or if you're doing something, or you have a history of this, a history of that, you might not be able to stop it. You might look nice. Yeah. You might want to consider, I have a lot of people who come in, they have alopecia. They're very private about that. Yeah. And so we're able to just connect with them on that level, let them know, well, just because you're suffering with this, you're suffering with that, that doesn't mean that we can't spin it.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Think
it's comfort.
That's very important, especially in our culture, because we are so different. You can see 10 different hair types in 5 minutes in a Black beauty supply store. And I'm not saying it's not that in other beauty supply stores, but it's like we are very complex, where we have different needs, and it's always different hues.
Yeah.
I always talk about my story when I first started wearing makeup, like in high school. It was very hard for me to find a makeup that didn't just mute me out, or even was available in my shade.
I'm significantly older than you are.
Yeah.
So imagine that. Take 20 years from that, or ahead of that.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to a predominantly white school.
Oh, wow.
And I was in a drill team, and I was one of 3 Black girls. And one of the things, our drill team was like maybe 50, 60 girls, and it was 3 of us. And we had to wear heavy makeup because they wanted us to be able to be seen from the field. So they wanted and we were restricted. This is 1980s to blue and green eyeshadow. Right?
Yeah.
And so we had to go to these places, find your color. Back in the day, all we had was Fashion Fair and Flora Roberts, right?
Yeah.
Fashion Fair. Yeah. And so, but in fashion, from my understanding, Fashion Fair is on a comeback. I don't know. I hope so, because it was.
Well, it was kind of on a comeback.
Yeah,
when
I hope so.
Fashion Fair, fun fact, is actually who did my prom makeup.
Oh yeah,
because at that point, like for me, I remember Queen Latifah had like a line.
She
the
sure
Queen
did.
line.
Yeah, and it was really good. I don't know.
It was very
good.
It was the only line that I could wear when I first started, because like you said, you gotta know hues, you gotta know undertones, and I would find that a lot of the chocolate makeup, it would just mute you out. It would just be brown.
Yeah,
it was cakey.
And all the pictures that I see from back in 84, 85, 86, I looked pasty.
Yeah.
Because I was too busy trying to conform to what other cultures might view as beautiful. Yeah. I'm trying to accomplish something and blend, because we're kicking and we're dancing and we're supposed to be like one line, like the
you want to be on the team.
You want to be on the team.
Yeah.
You want to be a team player.
Yeah.
And often, but you stand out because your makeup is not applied properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, but lately, the benefit lately is that, the different lines, not even just the expensive line, like, Fenty or whomever, that they have out there that might cost, more than we have here. But everybody has appreciated lately or understand the marketing part.
Yes.
It's that Black women, in particular, make the beauty industry what it is.
Yes, we are the highest consumers.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of people don't realize that.
And people don't realize that because we are the highest consumer, you need to make sure that our needs are met.
For sure.
Right?
And that we feel comfortable
in coming.
Buying your brand.
Yeah, so I'm real adamant about making sure that not only do I have this particular brand, but I have the colors, I have the
I love
variety.
That.
Yeah, because we make up, even on my logo, I don't know if you paid attention to it, I can service the most alabaster skin to the most darkest browns and blacks.
I gotta go look at the logo again.
Yeah, it's very and it transitions to something, and it's
it does.
And it's only because they've always had the option. You know what I mean? But the Latin people, they have more of a a darker tan or olive skin.
Sometimes,
yes. But people who are our complexion, who are really heavily melanated, we really need something that is going to that's going to work.
Yeah, I agree.
And so it all comes back to me being with my mom at different ages of my life, trying to make her comfortable in an environment that was run by someone else, and realizing that it prepared me for today.
Wow.
And so we had an affection for the beauty supply store.
Yes, that's a part of Black girlhood. Girlhood in general, but especially Black girlhood is going to the beauty supply store.
It's
fun.
You always like to dress up. I always was that girl. I might have had a little tomboyish in me, but for the most part, I enjoyed the Barbies and the clothes, that whole thing. Yeah. And so this is really not outside of my realm.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it was going to bring me full circle. This is really my whole professional career, my journey with my mother, taking care of her, different things that actually got me to where I am just started making sense.
Yeah.
You know, I knew I wanted to retire. I knew it was coming. I didn't know what I was going to do. No idea. Knew I didn't want to work for anybody else. I knew that part. But why not do something that I love?
Yeah.
I really sincerely enjoy making other people look good and feel good.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Because it really does wonders for like the self-esteem too. And it's not just superficial. It's just sometimes when you look good, you feel good.
I had, case in point, I had a lady that came in the other day. She was of Hispanic descent, and she had a hair full of gray hair. She spoke very limited English. She had her mom here, and then we have a young lady here that is bilingual. So we were able to communicate, but we got her comfortable, and we were able to get her in a wig that literally took 15, 20 years off of her.
Wow.
Because she had accepted the fact that she was graying, and then with graying comes the assumption that you're just too old.
Wow.
And I think it's a horrible place to be, a headspace to be in, to think that you're just too old to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And I gotta again give credit to my mom, because my mom like, girl, if it look good, wear it.
Yeah.
Look at all these beautiful women I have on my wall.
Yes, I see Eartha Kitt.
Yes, Eartha Kitt.
Aretha.
Ella Fitzgerald.
Thelma from Good Times.
Yeah, Thelma. Pearl Bailey.
Yeah.
You know, Donna Summer, Dorothy Dandridge, the Supremes.
The Supremes.
I really sincerely believe that the shades matter, the history matter, and the confidence matter.
Yeah, and like you said, like, we have always been consumers of beauty. We've always loved.
This is nothing new.
This is nothing new. Hair, makeup, fashion. Like, we're really forerunners sometimes. And I'm happy that people like you exist right here in the community to give us not only our spotlight, but to make us feel comfortable in buying these products.
Well, you know what? It was by design. I purposely, I wanted to be in the trenches.
Yeah.
I wanted to come to us. Literally. Because I know that oftentimes we are not represented. Some people, they might open these places and then they go back to their communities, right? And so, and that works for them. But personally, I wanted to be here where I am able to make people come in and they have a short trip.
Yeah.
You know, you do just a couple of blocks, a mile or two.
For sure.
And you're able to come in, and as opposed to going to a mall. I mean, I love the Sephoras and the Ultras and all that stuff, but you're going to pay some money.
You are.
And when you finish, you know, you're going to do that. You're going to go to the food court. You're going to spend more money. If you're anything like me, you'll go to the food court. You're going to probably going to pick up an outfit. But the beautiful thing about being here is that you live up the street. We have
it's affordable.
It's affordable.
Yes.
There's a rainbow up the sidewalk.
Yes.
We have the Dollar Tree next door.
Yes.
You got your groceries in Fiesta.
Right.
And Brader's next door. So we have a community that is a one-stop shop. You know, and so everybody, they need a haircut, they need their hair done, or their kitchen beautician, they want to do it themselves. We got you.
Yeah.
But in terms of the name Mahogany.
Yes, that was one of my questions.
Yeah.
How did you come up with Mahogany? I love the name. It reminds me of the movie.
Yeah.
Diana Ross on the Wild is very fitting.
And
how did you come up?
You know what? It's so appreciated that you're young as you are, and you know that movie because you didn't.
I love that movie.
Baby,
it's a classic. Certain things
if
you don't
I
have
turn
to be
it on,
younger. Oh, it's a classic.
If I turn it on, I see it on BT on Bounce or something, right?
Bounce.
And my mom, who lived with me, I would call her, turn it on. You know, we got Mahogany's on, and it was just our love story. It's certain things in our community. Love Jones.
Yeah, Love Jones.
Oh, what was it? Jason's Lyric.
I go back and forth about Jason. But I love that I didn't know that it was shot in the heart of Houston.
Yeah, Third Ward.
For some reason, I thought they were in Louisiana.
No, man, Third Ward, because again, we have such a Louisiana influence.
True.
We're so close.
Yeah.
And so, but it's certain movies that as growing up or being exposed, you just remember it reflects a particular era that you're in.
And that movie she's very glamorous in the movie.
Diana Ross?
Okay.
That's the story. She was a designer.
That's the story.
Yeah, she was a model, but she wanted to be a designer, and and then Billy D, he had his own career. He was gorgeous. She was beautiful, and they fell in love.
It's a beautiful love story. Yeah. If you have not seen Mahogany with Diana Ross and Billy D. Williams, you need to go watch that movie. You can probably find it free.
Exactly. Absolutely. Right. Yeah. And the music, the soundtrack is just ridiculous.
The soundtrack is amazing.
And so that was my mom and I's favorite movie.
Yeah.
And then, and so mahogany, and the color that comes with mahogany is often melanin.
Deep
brown.
Yeah,
deep brown. So I just wanted to make sure that you were mindful that we got you. Don't be concerned about your hue, because we got you. And the history that comes with the word and the movie. It's just, and so you know what? I had Diana first because, well, actually no, because my first love, other than my mother, is in terms of women, and my grandmother's, of course, was Cicely Tyson.
Oh, wow.
And so she's profiled.
God rest her soul. Amazing actress. Yes.
Yeah. And so it was Cicely and Diana and Diane Carroll, certain people.
The greats, the legends of it all. Yeah.
And so I just started just saying, you know what? I'm going to make this about the blueprint of beauty.
Wow.
Because if the younger girls, I believe, who might be lost and figure like they got to be a particular way because that's what you're seeing on the internet, because I'm not a big fan of a lot of the stuff that the bullying that goes on. But if you're able to embrace your particular beauty and run with it, don't be like someone else. And I can appreciate influencers to a degree.
Yeah.
But be your own influencer.
Do you feel like the influencers on Instagram and social media, do they influence how people buy at the store and what they're looking for?
Because people will come in, especially younger people.
Oh Lord!
I'm just being honest. They'll come in, and they're coming in for something that I saw this on Instagram, and do you da 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 da, and I'm like, but that might not be what's best for you.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know if y'all noticed, but Blue Magic is making a comeback, baby.
It is. I don't know how Blue Magic made a comeback.
Yes, so that's when you're speaking my love language. Because certain things, when people come and ask for certain things that you know are staples, that you know that work. But meanwhile, you got young people who are coming in, and it might have been a particular brand who didn't fool with us.
Yeah.
I'll take a beat on that.
Yeah.
They didn't deal with us.
No names,
not gonna say any names.
But
they didn't deal with us in the early upbringing, and you had to make your own thing. And now they realize that Black women, in particular, are purchasers. We're you know, and so now they need to stop and create, because this is where the money is. So I just want to say, don't always take, influencers are great, and they might tell you how to apply makeup or do a cut or color or change your wig and what works for them, but you really need to do your research and see what works for you. Yeah. Everything I mean, oftentimes they're gorgeous. Yeah. Or they might have a particular texture. Yeah. It doesn't. It's not a.
The texturism in the social media world is very, and it reminds me of so I went natural when I was like 15. Okay. This is a wig first, but it's not. But I went natural and I grew my hair out. My hair is actually quite long.
Okay. Yeah.
But
it's protecting.
When I first started and I was on YouTube and I was watching these real girls, all different shades, sizes, backgrounds, doing their hair, teaching me how to do bantu knots, braids, or whatever. It felt more authentic, but I did notice a shift, with who would get these, sponsorship deals and who would have 1 billion views and who was being pushed out sometimes. And a lot of it was women with finer textures where maybe I can't use their product, but they're selling a product to me. And it's no shade to them, but I think it's important, like you said, to know what works for you. Because, I can't try to do my best and burn my hair off to get this style. For my type of hair texture, I need to be using this product. So knowing that knowledge is important.
Or even being comfortable in that this is not my story.
Yes.
Your hair is, be comfortable in that. Your beauty is just different. It doesn't make it prettier or less pretty.
Just different.
It's just different.
Yeah. And I wish more young girls
realize that, because I think if we had more representation.
Yes, representation matters.
And we had, in the influencers, because I remember, and just send a shout out, Port Arthur, Texas. I was in dance.
Yes, let's get to Port Arthur.
Henderson. and I was always kind of on the quiet side, believe it or not. I was always quiet. Yeah. And my mother, who, if she would come and visit the class, she would make it a point. She would always kind of push me in the front, because she would notice I would just kind of shy away. And I had the best parents.
Wow.
For my complexion. I did.
That's
because
amazing.
often, because I've had people who had dark skin, but they didn't necessarily, if they had siblings who were fair, or if they had an environment that they had somebody was just fair, and it was more conducive to what the family was trying to portray.
Yes.
Then they shy away, and so. But I had the best parents in terms of my complexion because they made me appreciate my color.
That's beautiful.
They made me appreciate my hair texture.
Yeah.
They put me in dance, tap, jazz, twirling, modeling.
Wow.
I did it all.
So you're a performer.
Yeah, literally.
All around.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And so anything that is out there, I was comfortable in doing because I was blessed to have the parents that put me out there. But so I want to in basically do the same thing for people who might not have that example.
I think it's important because I know for me, like my mom is a lot lighter than me.
Okay.
My grandmother is very, very light skinned with hazel eyes and wavy hair.
Yeah.
So I often felt a little like about my skin tone. My mom did her best, but you know, sometimes you need representation outside of the house.
Outside of the house.
Yes.
Because if your mama's she's your mama. What's she gonna tell you?
She's gonna.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
But you need to see that there's more than one version of beauty.
Yes.
And if we can get that understood within our community.
Yes.
See?
Say that in the camera.
If we can get that understood in our community, that there is more than one version of beauty, then the outside will be able to respect that.
I think so too. I think we've gotten, and it's weird because in a way social media, you have so much more access to so many different people, but for some reason we still focus on a lot of the same type of beauty.
And there's nothing wrong with that beauty because it's beauty. You know, and I purposely, it's intentional that I have those different shades on my logo because I want people to recognize the fact that this is who you are. This is, and we started it all. A black woman of a particular color, of a particular texture. We started it all. And somewhere when the things started caramelizing and or whatever.
Caramelizing.
You know, it's the best word I can come up with. Caramelize. And then and things started shifting and changing. It made other people comfortable in dealing with black people. And hence we felt like, okay, well that's gonna be our representation, our representative on beauty. And that's just shame on us.
Yeah, but it's one aspect of our black beauty, but it's not the full picture.
It's not the full picture,
and that's why I agree. I think it should be all types of different representations, because even, like I said, in 3 generations, we look similar in features a little bit, but we all look totally different. So and we're all in the same family with my family.
My generation was, I remember, and we did, again, my parents were awesome, but I remember a friend of mine having to deal with paper bag brown.
Wow.
You ever heard of paper?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and so it's a color, and because of that, we have not held these other companies accountable to servicing us all.
Yeah.
So if you were a particular hue, you would and had no problem finding a tube of lipstick.
Lighter than a brown paper bag. For those that
don't go darker than a paper brown bag. And so if they are accommodating this particular demographic of black people, everybody else got lost.
Yeah.
And so again, the influencers, gorgeous, but my dream is that we will put out there all of it.
Yes, I agree.
All of it. And so here is where we try to just capitalize on, you can come here. You can be comfortable. You can be young.
Yeah.
You can be old. You can be tall, short, fat, slim, whatever.
Yeah.
You are comfortable. You are welcome.
You are welcomed here.
Take your time.
Yeah.
We have Monday is we do the barbers and stylists. They get
run it out for people. Mondays?
Mondays, stylists and barbers, 15% off. Tuesday is our Seniors Day.
Okay.
Every day is Seniors Day for certain people. So you know.
That's great.
Wednesday, 20% off wigs and weaves.
Oh, wow. Okay.
20% just on Wednesday, wine and weave. And sometimes if you're having trouble, I got a little wine in the back if you want to get wine, wigs, and weaves.
Wine, wigs, and weaves.
Wednesday.
You need to add some paint and make that a painting.
Wine, wigs, Thursday, accessories. And Friday and Saturday is catered to essential workers.
Wow. So you really are. You have a deal every day of the week for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
And I try to just I'm trying to get us out there, but I wanted to recognize certain people. I was a probation officer. Again, I worked for the government for years and for the state for years. And so there's work in that, and I wanted to make sure that they're honored for their services. Police officers are honored for their services. Nurses, anybody that had to go to work during COVID.
That part.
Yeah, that part.
You are essential.
Yeah, you are essential, and you will get a discount of 10 to 15% on Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. So I just want everybody to be seen. I want people. We're actually entertaining, doing a day that's 24 hours.
Wow, now that would be amazing.
I'm thinking about
you'll definitely get all the club girls like myself.
No judgment.
You know,
no judgment.
A lot of dancers. Yeah. That might be a thing.
I'm thinking about doing it on a Wednesday.
Okay.
And doing it if there's a market, because I know oftentimes people come to my door and I close at 7, and I close at 7 because I'm here. Oftentimes I'm still trying to make the community know that I'm here.
Yeah.
So it's pointless to be open until 8 or 9 and nobody's here. So I close like at 7, trying to get the 5 o'clockers in.
Yeah.
But people need to know, people work all kind of, their mothers, they work graveyards, and they still want to get their stuff, but they're tired. They want to go to sleep.
Yeah,
So if I can get a day, maybe 2, of 24-hour services, if there's a market for people to say that I want to go get a wig.
I think the weekend, actually.
You think a weekend? I didn't want to turn me to a club. That's all.
No, I'm just thinking of all the girls that's about to go out.
That's true, huh?
You know, so maybe even if it's like a Friday once a month or something. Because I'm like, I could see that working if people know about it too.
Well, you know what made me think of it is because I had a group of girls that came in, and it was one of them's birthday. And they were literally last minute, because at first she was not going to do anything. Yeah.
I'm always last minute with my birthday.
They were not going to do a thing, and then her friends talked her into it, so they would literally run all over the store. Because I have shoes too. I have high heel shoes, and and she was able to get the makeup, the wig, and this was at closing.
Yeah.
And so I thought, you know what? This might be a situation where people might not necessarily have the time within the hours that I operate.
Yeah.
But they really want to look good. They don't want to, stay up and want to go to bed when the store is opening.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, so
now, I did want to ask you something because throughout our conversation, we've been mentioning Port Arthur, Texas a lot. And a lot of people don't know, when I first met you, you actually went to school with UGK?
Well, no, actually, I'm a little older.
But you went to the same school, right?
Yes. I think it's Bun B. Bun B went to Thomas Jefferson. I think they both went. I don't know about Pimp C, but I think Bun B went to Thomas Jefferson, TJ.
So what was it like growing up in Port Arthur, Texas, and then making the transition to Houston?
You know what, Port Arthur, one thing I love about being from Port Arthur
is
that PA, and Lil Wayne says that it's about New Orleans, and I know it to be so. But we hold each other accountable.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean? If you know, if somebody, Port Arthur's not going to let you, just because it's a small town, we're not going to let you get away with some things. You know what I mean? So if community. So if it's something that's not copacetic or like-minded, but they're gonna call you on it because we're family. Another thing I like about Port Arthur is that if everybody didn't particularly care for somebody or whatever, somebody might not like you or you don't like this person. If you move away and somebody's from Port Arthur, you go get fed. Am I making sense?
Yeah, that you're making a lot of sense.
Okay, so if you might not necessarily be friends with somebody, but you're not going to not eat.
Yeah.
In terms of, we might not, give you money or something, but if you need a meal and you from PA and you can be in Diddy, Oklahoma, and you found somebody from PA, come and eat.
Yeah, sounds like community.
It's a community. It's a Port Arthur. Yeah, and
is it a small town?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I thought. It's a small town.
It's a small town, but it's a big city.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah. We have, because I've been all over the world, and I swear every time I travel, somebody knows somebody from PA.
Yeah.
I kid you not. And because we're like that, I love the fact that we are friends and we're close. Everybody knows somebody from some region of PA, and we hold each other accountable, but we always look after each other. At the end of the day, we might not, I don't know, like, I don't know if I don't remember, but you hungry? Okay, come get a plate.
Yeah, I love that.
Come get a plate, come eat. All right, now take it to go.
Real Southern hospitality,
but you're going to get a plate. And another thing, Port Arthur just was, girl, if you know anything about Pity Pat, Domino's,
I a little bit.
Girl, we Port Arthur is the pity pat capital of the world.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's little things that you miss as a small town. That you sometimes might have to be in a particular area of Houston, because Houston have those sections like that too.
Yeah.
But the whole city is like that. You know, you can get anywhere in 10 minutes in PA, anywhere. One street, this street is too like.
Oh, so it's small
like
town
small town vibe. Yeah. So it's
but big energy.
Big energy.
Yeah.
Big things happening. Yeah, in PA, and we're proud people.
Yeah.
And we're affectionate towards each other, whether whether we're on the same page about something or not, we're affectionate away from PA. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I always like to ask people like where they're from, like where's home to them, because I think it says a lot about who they are as a person. Yes. And then you start to understand the things that they do. So I know we're wrapping up our interview a little bit, but I have like 2 questions that I just want you to answer. You know, if there is someone out there who's thinking about starting their own business the same way you did, what advice would you give to an up and coming entrepreneur?
Probably the biggest thing, it's a couple of things actually.
Okay.
But you have to give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Give yourself the ability to make mistakes, because you're going to learn from them. But if you can just give yourself a lot of grace, because you're going to need it. The small accomplishments need to be recognized, as well as the big ones, because sometimes you're not. They come. This is not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be pretty. It's easy on the eyes.
Yeah, it's definitely easy on the eyes.
I was purposeful in that, because I want my people to be proud, and I don't want to have just anything.
Yeah.
But this was not easy to birth. And I want people to recognize the fact that when you're starting out, oftentimes we are so hard on each other.
Yeah, we are.
We are very hard on each other.
Yeah.
It's enough that outsiders, I shouldn't say outsiders, but people who they're outsiders. They are going to give you a hard time in terms of funding, contracts, just your overall knowledge of the industry. They're going to second guess you. But when your own automatically assumes that because it's coming from you might not be as mindful but just be patient with yourself, because you're going to have to convince us that you deserve a seat at the table.
Wow, that's powerful advice.
It's the truth, because oftentimes people assume that because somebody else is doing it, or something else has more funding or whatever, that they're more knowledgeable about, or they care more.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
that's not the case.
That's not the case. No. And if you can, so anyway, anybody that's trying to start something, whether it's in the beauty industry or anything, give yourself grace and comfort in knowing that keep going. It's not easy.
Okay. That's good advice for people too. It's not easy.
Much more harder, because you know it's not going to be easy, but it's harder than what you think it's going to be.
Wow.
But just recognize that your people are just really just trying to make sure that you represent. They're not gonna, and that's again by being about Port Arthur, but Black people, period. Yeah. They're not gonna just support us because we're Black.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Some people say, well, you know, I'm gonna go because it's a Black-owned business.
Yeah. But that's not always
because I mean that's the same. I mean it's the biggest job, the presidency. A lot of people like, I'm not supporting Barack just because he's Black. He had to prove himself to us.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know, well, who am I? I'm just abusive. I'm not, just because I'm Black, I don't expect to get your business.
Yeah.
And I that's a challenge for me.
Yeah, but so, that's good advice for people, especially young Black business owners too. Like, you have to make sure you're providing good service,
so you have
and
to
you got to work.
You got to earn it. And if you're in a community that prides themselves on, you know, a particular way of thinking or being, you have to earn it.
Yeah.
So don't automatically assume that because I'm Black business, because I put it out there. I'm a Black female business owner, right? Because you want people to come at least give me a chance and see.
Yeah.
But don't assume that you're going to be supported on that principle, those principles, and those principles only.
Yeah. I think that's great advice. Yeah. And my last question for you is, if you can put in one sentence,
good luck with that.
What does beauty mean to you?
Beauty, confidence.
Confidence. Yeah.
If you can work a room, because people don't realize work in the room has more to do with how you feel about yourself than what other people think about you. So if you are mindful that you are beautiful in the space that you're in alone, anybody else that recognizes it is just icing on a cake. A cherry of icing on the cake that's already made. So what you project, presence, and I told you have presence?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, presence is a state of mind, and it's an adoption of an attitude. So if you have presence, people will notice, and you're automatically pretty. You're automatically
because it's
confident.
It's
coming from within. It's coming from the confidence. It's coming from an attitude that has to do with how you feel about yourself. And if you're able to get past that, because we all have insecurities. Everybody got something. Everybody got something.
Yeah.
But if you can continue to press forward in spite of, then you're already winning.
Wow.
So
that was amazing. So we're going to end it here.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. So we're going to do a quick tour of the Mahogany Beauty Supply store, just so you all can get a feel for what it will look like when you walk in. So take us around the store, Miss Kim. Show us what you got.
Okay. Just so you know that I try to accommodate everything and everybody. I have no children. My Yorkie is my child.
Oh, wow.
So I have like an appreciation for the clothes. I have little pet clothes over here because I know black women and their dogs are real.
Okay, so we have our pet section over here.
Yeah, so I just, cutie pies. I got the accessories against the wall.
And I see you have t-shirts and a couple of dresses
and stuff like that. A lot of these guys who work like those t-shirts and stuff. So we have our green wall here, our jewelry and our eyelashes. Here. We have different promotions for that.
And as you can see, a lot of stuff is very affordable. We have 99-cent nail polish there. So lead us through your jewelry section.
Yeah,
this was really pretty.
Yeah, I just have, I know how we are about accessorizing.
Yes,
big deal. Yeah, so we try our best to make sure that if you have an event or you just want to be fashionable for just because you just want to be. We try to accommodate you in that arena.
And this is my favorite part of beauty supply stores, the ridiculously named perfumes.
Yeah, the vulgar the name.
Black woman.
The more vulgar the name, though, usually it's the better it smells. So just letting you know.
Yeah.
That's some interesting titles in here.
And then we have a pretty decent sized beauty supply store.
I made two. We have right here, this little corner here. I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
it's inspirational books that we have here. Different journals and motivational things. This one, God Bless His Child, and 40 Days of Unwavering Hope, the Sunday Best, different things that we have to help you get in the spirit of love and anxiety helping.
Are these your parents?
Those are my mom. Yeah, I forgot that part. My mom and dad.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
I love that they're right at the front of the store.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's them. You got them. Okay, yes. That's a big part of this whole thing. So again, this is the area, our dyes and stuff, the products that we have. This is Miss Allison. Yeah, this is Miss Allison.
So Allison,
what are you? Sales associate.
Oh, so
yes,
this is Allison, sales associate.
Nice lady, nice girl. Yeah, and we have different hair. The higher end hair, of course, is behind the stage. This is all human hair. This is the line of the store, Mahogany Beauty. These are different human hair wigs, and they tend to be in a more higher end. Depends on what your look is. But sunglasses and such. Our makeup area is right here, and we pride ourselves on having all kinds. We got different palettes.
Yeah,
for different people, and we have less expensive extensions and crocheted hair and
clip-ins
and things of that nature, braiding hair.
Yeah. So as you all can see, you can get a little bit of everything at Mahogany Beauty.
This is my beautiful sister, Demetra Venison. Yes, and she helps. She operates usually as the manager, and she's my backup. And oftentimes when I can't get here.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. So. Welcome. Yeah. And here just a little whatnot. You might not need the whole thing, so you might.
I need everything.
A little smaller version if you travel, especially if you travel. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to take their big deal on an airplane or something. So we try to do that.
Did you tell them, Kim, that we also can have people for special events?
Yeah, I told them that. Yeah, we have a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
I like doing that.
We like you to come and show us too.
Show us what you had, how we set you up. And what you look like when you're going to an event. I like helping people do that.
Yeah, she's real good at getting your outfit together.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, sunglasses too. Some are different sunglasses, and so This area here, it's usually where I bond with the community in terms of, especially the senior people, make them feel comfortable and coming by and picking out their wig or even their makeup, whatever it is that they're needing, put this little area here and let them see, it's just take your time and see what you're comfortable with. Let's try different styles. And
we still have the Black beauty icons still all around the store.
I love it. Black and brown, because that's Sophia
Black
Loren.
and, yes, Black and brown.
Yeah, she's a Latino descent as well.
Yes,
so that's the different. We're paying homage to Black history.
Yes.
With that Josephine Baker, Diane Carroll, Lena Horne. Yeah, y'all getting tongue tied.
Yeah. So as we kind of go through the store, this is where we transition to the beauty shop area and the wig.
Hold on, let me show you this part. Yeah. No, this is we got the men. I try to have a few of the guys as well because we have a barber shop as well. So that's Sidney Poitier, of course, and it's my mom and dad on their second date up there at the top. So, but we recognize Madam C.J. Walker. As you know, she had the first beauty supply. The whole vision.
The woman who started it all.
Yeah, it's just a matter of just bringing it back on in to who all started.
Yeah.
And so we have different synthetics. We might have a few human hair in here, but for the most part, it's beauty on a budget. These ladies, these wigs are gorgeous, and whatever look you're trying to accomplish, we got you. So we enter into the salon part.
Yes, at the back of the store, we have an actual beauty shop and barber shop back here.
More homage to our history.
Yes,
Diana, Cicely, Black Wall Street, and Muhammad, Kobe, Jackie Robinson, and Miles Davis. We got just so you can feel that you're at home in this particular area. Bob Marley, Tupac, and Jordan. But we have a barber here, Kevin. Yeah. And he's been cutting hair for over 25 years. He's considered a master barber. Oh, wow. We're going to have another master barber. She's going to be starting here. We're going to have a woman. She's been doing, and they've been cutting hair for years. I forget, but she's starting it maybe in a month or so. And then we have a hair salon. It's Lady Cave.
Let me get out.
Yeah, our Lady Cave, where you have privacy and men can do their thing. And we can do our things in terms of beauty. You need Fran as our stylist. And
very nice.
Yeah, we have one more seat available if anybody's interested and a stylist is looking for a home.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you're looking for a booth,
boom, gotcha. We got you. It's a two-person suite.
Yeah.
But the whole vision is comfort, coming home, finding your look and getting you there and comfortable in your skin. And so you can operate in your day-to-day, be it professional, for church, hanging out or whatever. You find your look and roll with it and know that you're home and we'll take it as a priority.
I love it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Dani. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Absolutely. Mahogany Beauty Supply.
What do you want to say?
I want to say, yes, we're still running. We're having our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Yes, on Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Yeah, I opened, I don't know if you remember, Juneteenth is the weather of 2024. The weather was crazy. But that was it was a horrible day. But it was not as bad as they projected it to be.
Gotcha.
So I came and I opened and I checked out someone just to say that was my day because Juneteenth is a big day for us as Black people.
It is.
Right? So that's my anniversary date. So it's going to be 19% off of everything in the store because of 19th, but I'm throwing in an extra 1 because of the 1 year. So on Juneteenth, that's a Thursday, 20% off of everything in the store.
Okay, that's
and Friday
good to know.
And Saturday of that same weekend, we're going to do different giveaways, but that particular day.
Juneteenth. So remember that. Mahogany Beauty Supply Store and Shop. Juneteenth. Come on in and get how many percentage?
19 plus 1.
19 plus 1 percentage.
In honor of our 1 year.
In honor of the 1 year anniversary.
Yes,
so thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions for Mahogany Beauty Supply Store, Miss Kim, make sure you come on up here. Shout out the address real quick so the people know.
12321 South Main Street, Houston, Texas, 77035.
77035.
That's important because, the zip code is